Hi fam! So my name is Rhiannon and these are going to be my pregnancy vlog videos. My husband and I have decided that we want to catalog the pregnancy and how it changes week by week. This is our first child and it's really exciting, but we find that the days are long, but the weeks are really short. And so we went to our first ultrasound appointment today and found out that we are 10 weeks and 1 day pregnant. Baby is the size of a kumquat or a green olive, which basically means that they are about 1.1 inches or about 3.3 centimeters in length. So, I mean, pretty hefty for 10 weeks. We also found out that baby is really energetic and that the heartbeat was about 174 beats per minute, which is just about normal. It's really good. And baby's doing great. So these weekly vlogs are basically going to be our way of keeping these memories and being able to show them to baby once baby gets older, share it with family and friends, and just make this pregnancy really enjoyable. For after the baby comes, we're most likely gonna make these into baby vlogs or family vlogs and just keep it going so that we have documentation about this life that we're growing or incubating at this point. So a few things, I have a list of things that I wanna talk about each week so that we can kind of compare and contrast what's happening between the different weeks. So for this week, I definitely will be looking at a list of things that I have. Don't mind me looking down, sorry. All right, so let's get into it. Baby is growing their bones and actually their teeth. Even though we won't see their teeth until 6 months out, they start getting grown in utero and then they just pop out when they pop out about 6 months after birth. But they are being grown right now along with all the bones. We have 206 bones in the human body, so baby has a lot of bones to start growing. Calcium is a big must for me right now, and I'm trying, but calcium pills are horse pills along with the prenatal vitamins. Oh Lord, they're so big. And so going into that, let's go into my symptoms. The biggest symptom I've had through this pregnancy is morning sickness. And my morning sickness isn't only in the morning, so I'm not really sure why it's called morning sickness. My morning sickness is 24/7. I can wake up in the middle of the night and be nauseous. It doesn't really dissipate. It just goes from being less aggressive to very much more aggressive. And so it has been hard taking the different pills in the morning every morning. It's been hard trying to eat healthy. This baby does not like healthy things. I choke and gag on any kind of vegetable at this point, and drinking too much water is a no-no. I can't do it. I haven't fully vomited yet. I just feel super sick all the time. I do dry heave quite a lot, but I haven't actually vomited. And I'm hoping by the end of this trimester that goes away, because that's been a really big struggle. I'm actually doing a lot of like ginger candy, ginger ale, really soft or bland foods. Saltine crackers have become a staple in this household now. And I'm just hoping that it passes soon. I'm kind of getting sick of being sick all the time. It has definitely put a damper on my husband and I's lifestyle. Before this, we were actually trying to train for a marathon, and we were doing really good, got cleared by the doctor to keep on going for the marathon, and then the morning sickness took hold. And so now if I stand for more than 5 minutes, I definitely start dry heaving. I start getting really, really sick. So sitting has been a big part of this last few weeks of pregnancy. With that, I have actually been losing weight. Not starting, only about 4 to 6 pounds. I've lost since the beginning of the pregnancy, so it's not concerning. The only thing I think it is I think I'm losing muscle instead of fat. My clothes are fitting the same, if not a little tighter in different areas, but they're not getting loose, so I don't know. I definitely think it's muscle mass that I'm losing at this point, but I'm hoping that in my second trimester, when morning sickness isn't as big of an issue, knock on wood, that actually happens, that I'll be able to get back in to hiking and going on for more than a mile walk without being really, really sick. So my other symptoms have been exhaustion. I'm constantly tired. I have to take at least 2 naps during the day. Usually one's during lunchtime at work, and then the other one is right when I get home, before we eat and before we walk our dog. And then I sleep for 9-10 hours at night. So I'm definitely sleeping a lot, but that's fine, I like sleeping. And then cravings. The cravings of this week have been Cheetos. Any kind of fake cheese is a must right now. I have downed bags of Cheetos at this point. Fake cheese is great. Hamburger Helper with the fake powdered cheese that it has is delicious right now. Like, fake cheese is definitely a thing at this point. Things I cannot eat is any kind of vegetable. Vegetables make me gag, which is surprising. I usually like vegetables, but this baby apparently does not like vegetables. Carrots, cucumbers, tomatoes, lettuce, I can't. As soon as I start chewing on it, I start gagging. So that's been really fun. This kid's been growing up on not vegetables right now. Hopefully that changes in the second trimester when the morning sickness goes away. That's all about my cravings. I don't really have any other super cravings where I'm like, you know what, I definitely need that right now. It's basically been fake cheese at this point. Let's see, what else? The worst moment of this week was actually just before this video. My husband and I went to Costco, and I definitely thought that I was going to be able to do Costco about 20 minutes of standing, and I was not able to. I had to actually like lean against one of the aisles because I was feeling so nauseous. So the nausea is really, really aggressive today of all days. And the best thing about this week was actually getting to see baby on a monitor. It hasn't really felt real that I'm pregnant. I just feel like maybe I had something that was bad 4 weeks ago, and I'm still getting over it, but I haven't really felt like I'm pregnant, you know? If anything, I've just felt really flubby-fabby, and that I've just been sick because I ate something bad. But being able to go to that ultrasound and see baby and know that there's actually something in there and baby's perfectly fine, that was a really good moment. I cried. I'm a crier, so I definitely cried through that situation, that experience. It was great. It was definitely the highlight of my week. And then books that I'm reading right now. I'm not actually reading any pregnancy books. I find that the apps that I use, the OVIA app and the pregnancy app that you can get off of the Play Store, have really good information that is accurate for each week, and so I don't feel the need to buy like a what to expect when expecting book. I feel like both apps together make more of a comprehensive list of what's going on with me, what's going on with baby, and what to expect. So I don't really read anything about pregnancy, but I did read and know from different studies that reading to your baby in utero helps with them becoming smarter and having better connections with language and giving them like a head start on learning. And so my husband and I have started reading our baby a fairy tale every day. We're actually going through the Grimm's fairy tales right now. This is my book from when I was a baby. If any of you have ever read the Grimm's fairy tale, they're not that happy. But baby doesn't know the difference, and it's really interesting seeing what kids used to read for fairy tales. So it's just been really interesting reading the different stories and just connecting with our child. So next thing we're gonna do is we're actually going to measure my stomach, and then I'll have the ultrasound pictures and videos hopefully at the end of this. And then we'll be done for week 10 of this pregnancy, or actually I guess it's the end of week 9, beginning of week 10, because we're just starting week 10. Okay, so let's measure the belly. Okay, so there's not really anything really happening this week with belly wise. If anything, I feel like I'm pushing more out and more to the sides. I just feel like a really flubby pancake. So let's see what we're doing with this right now. We are at 37 inches around the belly, and we are at 13.5 lengthwise. So maybe by next week we'll actually see a difference in the way my belly feels or grows. All my clothes feel really tight right now, so something's definitely happening. So maybe we'll get a baby bump soon. All right, so that's the end of week 9, beginning of week 10 of these pregnancy vlogs. If you like them or want to continue to come with us on this journey, go ahead and subscribe to this channel, like this video. If you have any kind of videos that you want me to do other than the weekly check-ins, suggest those in the comments. I'm completely fine trying to facilitate those suggestions. And I guess we'll see you next week. Bye.